What's going on, everyone? Snow-covered Planeswalker here, coming to y'all with a different kind of video. This video is magic, but only kind of magic. It actually is more related to Magic's Arena of the Planeswalker board game, as well as the old Hasbro game, Arenascape. I've dubbed the title of this hybrid Arenascape. Now, why have I made this game in the first place? Well, first and foremost, because whenever I got into Arenascape and Arena of the Planeswalkers, I actually got into Arena first. And after playing a couple games, I'm like, well, this is a lot of fun. I'm really enjoying this. 2 or 3 games after that, I began getting very bored with it. Thinking, well, this flat terrain is really boring, especially when you compare it to something like a Arenascape map. And even though that was nowhere near the best example of a Arenascape map, it is still a million times better than the cardboard terrain you get from Arena. Though I will note that it makes a perfect base for your Arenascape map. Anyhow, I began looking around and discovered that it was indeed based on the Arenascape board game that was long since discontinued, and began looking for ways to blend the two games together. However, I didn't really find much information on how to properly blend these games, so I decided to actually invent my own version, which tried to incorporate all the features of both games into one without making one version of the game overpowered. So, how do you play Arenascape? Well, it's simple and complicated at the same time. You still build your map however you'd like to build it, just like you would in Arenascape. But you can utilize both Arena of the Planeswalkers cards as well as Arenascape stuff. You still build a 500-point army, but you do have to select a Planeswalker first and foremost to build the army around. Units you put in the squad still have to abide by your Planeswalker's color. Now this is what I've created as an all-colorless army, using the Eldrazi Ruiner, the Scions, and a bunch of Morrow. I have made the Morrow in the game colorless. I will post a link in the description to where all the rules can be found for this game on the official Arenascape forums, or the Arenascaper forums, so you can check out the errata lists and everything, where I've assigned custom Arenascape Valkyrie generals to all units currently in Arena of the Planeswalkers, both the core set, the Battle for Zendikar expansion, and the Shadows over Innistrad expansion. Every unit from all 3 of those have been assigned generals, and I'm in the process of assigning colors to every single Arenascape unit in the game. I would like some help with that if anyone wants to help out, but again, all that information, the errata list and everything, is on that forum, so you can go check that out if you want to. But what we're going to be covering today on video is how you blend the games together. Again, you choose a Planeswalker then to build around, then you build your 500-point army. As you can see here, I've chosen Nixilis using the Eldrazi Ruiner and the Scions, which put me up to 205 points. Then I chose a squad of the Morrow Warriors to make it 255, Morrow Drudge to make it 305. Then the Morrow Natgrubs made it 335, and then 2 squads of the Morrow Stingers at 60 plus, so 120 added on to that. Overall, it's just I made the most out of what I could with my with what I had available, since I wanted to go all colorless. My spell deck, of course, is still black, and you still get a 200-point spell deck. How do spells work? The same way they do in Arena, with some minor exceptions. Because we're introducing common squads from Arenascape, we have to modify certain enchantments. For example, Dark Harvest says it can enchant only an uncommon squad or a unique squad, which is what this symbol says right there. It should be noted that I have removed this symbol you see here is irrelevant now in this version of the game from all squad units currently available in Arena of the Planeswalkers. No squad is currently unique. As new sets come out, I may modify and make certain squads still listed as unique, but for now I feel all the squads in the game are currently fair enough to allow them to be a common squad. So that symbol is no longer relevant. It can just enchant any squad. When you enchant a squad with it, destroy a figure in that squad, and the entire squad gets +3 attack rolls. Okay, when you have multiple copies of a squad, for example, we have 2 Morrow Stingers, you select the 3 that you wish to power up during the cast of the enchantment. So the way I recommend doing this is taking a damage marker from Arenascape and painting it, and then placing it on the figures that have been enchanted. That way you can remember which ones are receiving the buff and which ones are not. The entire squad of 6, or will be 5 after the cast of that particular spell, will not get +3 attack. Only the 3 that you selected during the cast will get the buff. So hopefully that made sense. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them down in the comment section down below. But yeah, I mean, it really does work the same way you'd expect. You still use your order markers that are left unrevealed. You may notice, okay, number 1, I have 1, 2, and 3 assigned, as well as the X. How this works is during the first round, you will always choose to put your turn 1 order marker on your Planeswalker, because you have to. You have to start with your Planeswalker. Then your Planeswalker will summon up to 2 units. Which units you wish to activate are up to you, and obviously you will put your turn markers on those units, with your X marker being placed on a 3rd unit. Because your opponent won't know which unit you're activating that has the X marker, they have to plan around every possibility. So it actually keeps the Arenascape tactical feel that everyone loved with the original turn marker system. So it's not like the original Arena where you can just spawn whatever you want and take turns with whatever you want. It doesn't work that way. You still use that tactical Arenascape approach of preset creature turns. Your opponent just won't know which one has it, like in the original Arenascape. So again, all the information will be in the forum that I'm going to link down below. You can check that out. Feel free to leave any feedback, any suggestions, any modifications you think should be made to the game. But yeah, that is the basic rundown of Arenascape. In my opinion, the best way to blend the 2 games together. Again, for the full errata list for both creatures and color alignment and general alignment, check out the forum for all the in-depth rules and changes to both games, rule setups and gameplay experiences. Check the forum in the link below in the description. Okay, so I hope this explained a few things, and I hope you guys are willing to give this a shot. If you want to see more Arenascape and Arena type stuff on my channel, let me know. I may record a game or 2 if I can, or just make updates or blurbs about custom stuff or whatever you guys want to see. But until then, signing out. Peace, and take care.